young Jewish adults dating without being serious. I'm being funded to find a way to make people stop and get serious.
Yeah, I think there's a way. I think there is a way. Let's put it this way. When people swipe right, there's an expectation on the dating process of hooking up. You know, people are dating harder, not smarter, and I think that there's a real opportunity to educate people how to date smarter, number one, and number two, who are you? You know what I mean? Most people, they don't even know who they are. They haven't thought about what are their value systems, who are they in terms of, in terms of their interests and their sensitivities and their hakpados, what's important to them. This is a big issue that people are just sort of dating through momentum and inertia without putting thought into it. And I think that there's a real opportunity there.
Granted, there are those who are getting set up by, Y connected player signing, but there's a lot that aren't. So it's not that trying to make the system better. It's trying, on the one hand it's better, but it's also trying to get those who are not using the system to get in and start getting serious.
Right. I think that's where the educational component comes into the podcast, because those are pockets of wisdom that need to be distributed, and that will be distributed in the long game. It's not a short game. It's not like, hey, you're not serious. Like, a lot of people want the short game. Come to my class. I'm going to show you how unserious you are about marriage. And then come to my class. I'm going to give you a tool on how to date. It's not a short game. It's a long game. And I think that the podcast and the video is probably the way to accomplish that. Not the online course you take once and done, and you pick up what you pick up, and that's it. It's like almost like Mesilas Yesharim. Chazar is the Iker. You know, you got to do review over and over and over again while you're in the process. Remind people, because they forget so easily. You know, they see a nice girl, and hold on a second. They see like a really nice girl, and they go nuts. You know, and the girl sees a nice guy, and the imagination goes wild, and she thinks he's Prince Charming, and he's a doctor and whatever, and he's gonna fulfill all her dreams. And it's just not true. I think people are relatively unrealistic about what their expectations should be in the dating process. Hold on one second. I'm parking next to a BMW. I want to make sure that I don't hit it. Not that the other car.
You should be concerned about any car.
I was just gonna say, not that the other car. It's not that I'm against Jeep Cherokees. I just feel like they'll be more lenient to me. Okay, well, I'm just kidding. Oh boy. All right, great. What a spot. First floor, baby. All right, Ben, hold on one second. I gotta shut off the car and get out of here. Oh, dating. It's such a tough chapter in life, especially when people don't have God in their life to pray to. They're trying to go it alone. After more than a decade working with the young professional demographic, I can safely say that one of the main hindrances to people settling down is the falsehood of casual dating. There is nothing casual about casual dating. Today I'm bringing some jpulsers to an exclusive event downtown, and then I have to get over to Northeastern University, where I'm meeting some of my students to discuss a value system approach to life.
Knowing about the vlogging here, apparently they wanted me to shut off the camera, but here's my friend Alex. We're not vlogging, we're just using my phone. We got a background. You don't know what building we're really in. So we're going to be going upstairs to, I can't tell you the floor, it's all classified apparently. But we'll be hearing from one of the most reputable people in the country on a specific topic that I can't mention either. And it's pretty funny. Suddenly everyone's interest is very, very peaked. We're also going to a senior executive at a major corporation that I can't mention here. And it's all classified. Sorry, guys. But Alex, you want to add anything, buddy?
No, I think you covered it.
Covered it?
All right, that was a lot of fun. Very interesting stuff. Now we're off to Northeastern University. We've got a class at 2:30.
It's time that people decide if they are serious about marriage or not, and then get focused. I do a lot of teaching and coaching about this with my students to help them stay strong and focused on their real goal, to build a Jewish home filled with mitzvahs.
People look at the Torah as like, Bible, or like the Bible or something like that. Something that they make archaic almost in their minds. Torah is like a really valuable resource, for self-discovery.
Do you want a bite of my donut for $1?
Let's try that again. Are we live streaming this?
All right. Hey, sir, you want to buy some donuts for the USO? All proceeds go to our troops deployed overseas.
Can I just donate $1? Huh?
Why not? You can have a bite of my donut.
I think I'll just donate the $1. Keep up the good work.
Hey, how do we view your blog?
What is it?
How do we view your blog?
Tribejournal.org.
What's up, Tribe? What's up, Tribe? What's up, Tribe?
What's up, Tribe?
We got the lunch crew over here, the Breakfast Club. I think we had an awesome discussion on what we're trying to do is like break down our value systems and see how it compares to Torah. Right? How does it compare to the Torah perspective? So Melanie, why don't you give a recap?
All right, so 2 weeks ago, you gave us the assignment of asking what are 10 characteristics you would want in a spouse. And last week we went over that. And instead of kind of talking about the characteristics, we wanted to understand why we chose each one. But then we went even deeper and we tried to understand the why of the why. So let's say, for example, we have, I want someone who's passionate about their career. So someone who is a doctor or makes a lot of money. And so you would think to yourself, okay, why would I want a characteristic like that? Well, maybe I want to be taken care of. And then you go even further and you say, well, why do I want to be taken care of? And we kept going deeper and deeper, and then we used Torah to kind of help us understand the true reason.
Great. Let's say someone says white collar, professional, successful, financial is important. It's an important thing. So then the question you would ask is why? Why is it important for a person to have a spouse who's successful? And I guess we're saying here financial. Why is that an important attribute? So it says, well, I grew up impoverished and I want a comfortable living. I don't want to have to go through that. Or another possibility might be because I come from a very judgmental community, and if I'm not married to someone like that, then I'll be outcasted. And so you can see that there are many different whys, the underlying why of the attribute that the person values. And so the next step, and this is what Melanie was saying before, the next step is what is the why behind the why, right? And then a person can dig a lot deeper and say, well, maybe there's an aspect of my childhood that impacted this, or there's a value system there that I'm overlooking, and then to compare that to Torah. What does the Torah say about? Let's say this person said financial stability is the main issue, right? Since my parents were fighting because of poverty, I need to marry someone who has financial stability, and I need to myself be financially stable. So that can create, the obvious contrast from the Torah perspective is, comfort is important, but who says that if your parents were wealthy, that their bickering and fighting would have stopped, right? And so the concept that the Torah introduces there is that so who is the rich person? The one who celebrates their portion, who celebrates what they do have. And so that becomes this sort of springboard of, okay, well, I got to work on that. I want to really develop myself to be a person who's a happy and fulfilled person, a person who's happy with whatever the world deals with.